Chapter 1. Earth's Crust. Earth is round, like an orange. Oranges have a skin, and Earth has a skin too. We call this skin Earth's crust. Under the crust, there is very hot rock. Earth's crust has different pieces. These pieces move very, very slowly. Millions of years ago, the pieces moved and made mountains. Under mountains, the crust is thick, but under the ocean, it's thinner. When two pieces of the crust move and meet, there can be earthquakes. A volcano is a hole in Earth's crust. When a volcano erupts, hot rock flies out from under the ground, and melted rock pours out over the ground. Volcanoes under the ocean sometimes make new islands. In 1963, a volcano in the Atlantic Ocean made a new island called Surtsey. There are many different rocks in Earth's crust. They are millions of years old. The rocks are often different colors. In the Painted Desert in Arizona, in the USA, you can see the different rocks. Chapter 2. Oceans. On Earth, there is more ocean than land. The Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean. It's bigger than Africa. Did you know that there are mountains and valleys under the ocean? Some of these mountains are bigger than the biggest mountains on land. In the deepest parts of the ocean, the water is 10 kilometers deep. The water in the ocean is always moving. Waves hit the land and break the rocks. Sometimes big pieces of rock fall into the ocean. They leave big cliffs, like the beautiful Uluwatu cliffs in Bali in Indonesia. Where the ocean is warm, we sometimes find coral. Coral is made of millions of very small animals that make hard covers around themselves. When the animals die, the hard covers make the coral reef. The Great Barrier Reef near Australia is the biggest coral reef in the world. It's 2,600 kilometers long. Sea turtles, dolphins, and many other amazing animals live there.
Discover!
In some places where the coral reef is very big, it comes out of the water. It makes a small island. Chapter 3. Rivers and Waterfalls. Rivers usually begin as streams in mountains. The water comes from rain or snow. All rivers then go to the ocean. Big rivers are very strong. When the ground under a river is soft, the river makes valleys. When the ground under it is hard rock, there are waterfalls or rapids. One incredible waterfall is the Iguazu Falls between Argentina and Brazil. Iguazu means big water in an old language of South America. There's more water in the River Amazon than in any other river in the world. It begins in the mountains in Peru and Ecuador. Then it goes through the rainforest in Brazil and to the Atlantic Ocean. There are no bridges on the Amazon. First, the The river goes through rainforest, and there are no roads. Then, near the ocean, the river is very wide, so people can't build bridges. They cross the river by boat.
Discover!
The Amazon is the home of one of the longest snakes, called anacondas. Some grow to 9 meters long. Chapter 4. Glaciers and Icebergs. The coldest places on Earth are in the highest mountains, and at the North and South Poles. Here there are rivers made of ice. They are called glaciers. Glaciers begin when snow falls. Mountain glaciers move very, very slowly down the mountain. When the ice melts, the water goes into rivers. It can take thousands of years for the water from a glacier to get to the ocean. At the North and South Poles, where the glaciers are near the ocean, very big pieces of ice break off. These are called icebergs. Icebergs move slowly on the ocean. Near the North Pole, Ilulissat is one of the most incredible places on Earth, and one of the coldest. The glacier and icebergs here are very, very big. The glacier is about 40 kilometers long, and it moves slowly to the Arctic Ocean. It moves about 30 meters every day.
Discover!
Icebergs are dangerous for boats. Most of the ice is under the water, so people in boats can't see all the ice. Chapter 5. Hot Water. Imagine you are in this park. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise of water moving very fast. Then hot water and steam pour out of the ground. You are looking at a geyser. What makes a geyser? When it rains or snows, the water goes into the ground. Deep under the ground, there is hot rock. If rainwater touches a lot of hot rock, it begins to boil. Then there's a lot of steam. Suddenly, the water can't stay under the ground. It has to come out. Geysers are very hot, so don't go near them. These white cliffs look like they are made of ice, but they are really made of rock. Hot water came out of the ground and poured down the mountain. Then minerals in the water made these incredible cliffs. They look like waterfalls, but they never move. They are thousands of years old.
Discover!
At the Jigokudani Monkey Park in Japan, hot water from under the ground makes pools. When the weather is cold, monkeys sit in the warm water.